Yo, what's going on you guys? It's BKO back with our video. And before the video starts, if you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel and you enjoy the content, then make sure to subscribe because that really helps out my channel. Also, at the time of recording this, we're super close to 2,800 subscribers, so that would be super cool if we could hit that. But yeah, today's video is going to be something that I did around a month ago. So okay, I was doing kind of like my, I want to call it my monthly pet dump, but like it's really not monthly. It's just really whenever my inventory starts getting full with just a bunch of random adult and like teen pets. So I was pretty much just like dumping away all of my random pets that weren't mega or ultra, or I was just like kind of putting some around inside my house if I did maybe want to train those up in the future. But then I realized, I remember making a video where I went over like all of my mega and ultra pets and I had around like 180. So I wanted to check if I had over 200 now, and I do have over 200. The actual number was like 214 I think. So I made around like 30 pets since the last time I made a video showing off all of my mega and ultra pets. So I thought it would be a good idea to do like another video like that. But before I start going through like all of my pets, I'm going to be doing some of the math, like show you guys how many snacks it takes to actually make this many pets. I want to preface this by saying that like none of these calculations are like 100% accurate, because there is some like factors that you have to involve like afterwards that'll kind of change the number or the end number. So I'm going to discuss those like afterwards, but like I'm just going to do the base number to start off with. So to get the actual number of snacks that you use to train up all the pets, you're going to want to get the pet XP that it takes to train from teen to adult to ancient to epic and to mega. So that's pretty much 125 plus 250 plus 525 plus 1050 plus 2125, and that'll give you a number of 4075. So that's the total pet XP it takes to train a pet from baby all the way up to mega. And then with that number, you're going to want to multiply the amount of pets you train to mega. Before I do like the actual number of pets that I train to mega, I'm going to do like an easier number, like 100 first, just as like a kind of base, I guess. So we're going to multiply that number of pet XP, 4075, by 100 mega pets, and that'll end up giving you 407,500. And then once you have that number, you're going to want to divide that by like however much your pet snacks give. So if we look at like the pet snacks, the main 3 mega snacks are Captain Cantaloupe, which gives 45 per pet snack. And then there's also Golden Wheat Bread, and that gives 40 per pet snack. And then Fancy Yogurt, where's that one? I think I passed it, right? Yeah, I did. It's right down here, and that gives 50 per pet snack. So starting off with the highest numbered pet snack, which is Fancy Yogurt with 50, if you divide the 407,500 by 50, that'll give you 8,150, which is the amount of Fancy Yogurts it would take you to train up 100 pets to mega. Obviously, there is some factors that affect that number, but I'm going to get into that in a bit. But before we get into that, I'm going to do the other mega snacks, and we're going to go on the Captain Cantaloupe, which is the mid-range one, which is 45. So I divide that by 45, and that gives you 9,055. So if you trained up 100 pets to all the mega with only the Captain Cantaloupes, it would take you 9,055 snacks. And then there's Golden Wheat Bread. Is the worst of the 3. It still gives 40 pet XP though, so it's still considered a mega snack. But yeah, if you wanted to train 100 pets up to mega with only Golden Wheat Breads, it would take you 10,187 Golden Wheat Breads. Those numbers are already insane in itself, but that's only 100 pets. And I've trained at least 200. I've trained 214 is the number that I counted. I could be a bit wrong. I might be a bit too low or a bit too high. I'm not 100% sure. It's kind of hard to count every single pet because I don't have them all inside of my backpack. But yeah, somewhere around that number. But now I'm going to talk about some of the factors that can kind of like change that number. First of all, double pet XP, that is one of the main ones. Obviously, double pet XP doubles your pet XP for a certain amount of time. It's usually over the weekend, and you usually do train a bunch of pets. Personally, I train a bunch of pets over that time, but I would say that it's not a majority of my pets. There isn't really a main way of like calculating that because I didn't record all of my videos during double pet XP in the past. Like I trained up a bunch of pets in the past during double pet XP when I wasn't making videos, so there's no way for me to actually like put that into my final number of pets to mega, but like that's definitely a huge factor, and that will reduce the number of snacks that it actually takes you by a decent amount. And then another factor that can change your number is training your pets up to ultra, because I do have a bunch of pets that I've trained up to ultra. I didn't really count in like distinguish which ones I trained up to ultra and which ones were just mega, so I didn't really do that calculation. But yeah, that also adds a bunch of pet XP training a pet from mega to ultra and a bunch of snacks as well, so that'll increase your pet snack count by a decent amount. depending on how many pets you've trained to Ultra. And then another factor that'll change up that number is that an update around this time last year, they changed up the the pet XP it took to train a pet from like, what was it? I think it was adult to ancient, ancient to epic, and then epic to mega. And I think also mega to ultra. I think from adult to ancient it went from 500 to 525, and then ancient to epic I think it went from 1000 to 1050, and then epic to mega I think it went from 2000 to 2125. And then this is the last one that I'm not sure of, but I think mega to ultra went from 2000 to 2250 or something like that. I didn't really even calculate the amount of snacks that it took me to train up all of my ultra pets anyway, so it doesn't really matter for that one. But yeah, it's still a massive number of snacks if you do train like a bunch of pets. This isn't one of the bigger factors, but it is still relevant because I did train like a decent amount of my pets before they did add that feature, so it did cost me a bit less of snacks every single pet. But yeah, I don't think it's anything major because I trained like the majority of my pets after that update anyways. Now I'm going to show you guys my calculations for how many snacks it took me to train my pets up to mega. And yeah, so I already showed you guys like the calculations for 100, so I'm not going to go through all of that, but I'm just going to tell you like the amount of snacks it actually takes. So if you want to do it with all fancy yogurts, it's going to take you okay, wait, I should say how many pets, because I think it was 214, so this number is for 214 mega pets. Okay, so if you want to do all fancy yogurts, it's going to take you 17,441 fancy yogurts. That's insane with itself, but also you have to take into account the factors that I was telling you about earlier. That number can raise or even go down. Most likely go down because of double pet XP, and it'll take a bunch of it'll take less snacks to train during double pet XP, so that number will most likely go down. But yeah, still, that's insane. But then if you train 214 mega pets with only Captain Cantaloupes, it would take you 19,378. And then last of all, golden wheat bread, the worst one. It only is a 40 snack, but it's still a really good mega snack, but it takes a lot more compared to like the fancy yogurts. And yeah, the golden wheat bread, it'll take you 21,801. That's like a bit over 4,000 more snacks, which is pretty insane. But yeah, obviously you have to take into account the factors that I was talking about earlier. Those will definitely change up the number by a decent amount, but there's no real way of me calculating those factors, so I'm just gonna stick with these numbers. With all the calculations out of the way, I'm just going to show you guys all of my pets now. In the last video, I did do kind of a story for some of the pets, or some of them that I just remembered. This time, I don't think I'm going to do that, because honestly, that'll make the video a lot longer than it has to be. So I'm just going to go through all of my pets, because like I said, 214 mega pets or even ultra pets. So that is a lot of pets to go through. So I'm just going to go and fly by them. So if you guys want to pause on like any of these pets and just look at them, or like even slow down the video maybe, like you can do that if you want. But I'm just going to show you guys them all. Those were all the ones inside of my inventory on my balance. I don't quite remember how many are inside of here. I think it was around 50 or something, but yeah, I'm not sure the exact number. But then here, this is my my jungle boat house. I just carry a bunch of pets inside of here. There's 50 out of 50. That's the amount of like pets you can actually hold inside of a house. And all of these pets are mega, and they all failed with something. So I'm going to pick all of these up, put them inside of my backpack, and I'm going to go through these as well. So I picked them all up, and they're all inside of my bag now. You can see that makes it 13 pages inside my bag, which is insane. But the way that I distinguish them from like my original pets that I already had inside my backpack is you can see once you pick them up, it makes them unlocked. So the ones that are locked were all pets that I had before inside my inventory, and the ones that are unlocked are the ones that I just picked up. So I'm going to start going through these. You guys can just look at them if you want. They're mostly all just fails, I think, and that's why I kept them inside this house. But they're still all just like either a mega pet or an ultra pet, but I'm pretty sure most of them are just mega, because I wouldn't train a fail pet up to ultra. That would just be dumb. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going through all of these. Now I'm going to go through all of the pets on my other characters. My Bounce definitely does have the majority of my pets. I think he has over like 100 on him. But yeah, we're just going to go through the ones on my other characters, which shouldn't take that long. My other characters do kind of have like, well no, they're not really a mix. The only one that is a mix of pets is really my life character. The rest of them are more school related. But yeah, we're going to go through them really quick, starting off with my life character, so you guys can just look at all of them. I mean, I don't think I have that many, but you guys can just see them. And then we got my myth. And then my legendary storm. And then my legendary fire. And then my legendary death. And then last on my main account is my Magus Ice, which only has 2 pets. And now I'm on my second account, and we're going to start off with my Max Storm. He has like majority, actually no, I think my Fire has majority of the pets on my second account. But yeah, we'll go through the ones on my Storm first. And then my Max Fire, which I do actually think is like around the same amount of pets that I had on my Storm as well. But there's definitely more Fire related pets than I did have Storm related pets, because I did have some Myth related pets on my Storm too. Then my 99 Ice, nothing really too much, only 3 pets. And then my Magus Death, the last character with pets on my second account, and he only has 1. That's pretty much all my pets though on both of my accounts. So if you guys enjoyed the video, then make sure to leave a like and also subscribe. And my Discord server will be the top link down below in the description, so go and join that if you haven't already. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.